Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Today we got some heat. It's been a while since I've listened to Ren. To be honest, it's been a while since I've listened to a lot of artists. I fell back for a while from music reactions. Just kind of wanted to get into something different. Uh, Especially when I was just feeling like, dang, why is the music not like the music reactions weren't really being pushed? So I'm like, you know what? Let me just take some time and just, I'm very versatile. I'm somebody I like to have my hands in different things and just keep learning in different areas. But with that being said, we are back. Chris Webby was actually he was really big when I was in my late teens. It was like him. I want to say like I think his name was Ashton Roth or something like. It was a lot of them. Wiz Khalifa. It was a lot of the Mac Miller. So I'm very familiar with the greatness of Chris Webby. But with that being said, this is called Neurodivergent. With that, what's smoking on my dragons? Divine Righteous Almighty Greats overachieving, never slacking. Hope everybody is continuing to, let me get it right, fly high, just like this picture behind me, right? And here we go. Let's get to it.
Stay calm, boy. My thoughts are burning like the napalm. I think I need to get away from this noise. I hate the places that I came from. Destroy and burn a message from the preacher. Subliminal out the speaker. I never paid attention either. There's something strange about my demeanor. Don't feel pity for this sick boy. I've been sitting pretty with prescriptions, flipping stimulants and edibles. It's medicine, cerebral and repairable, tweaking the biochemical, peaking. I feel incredible. But wait a second, need dopamine. My focus goes towards smoke machine. Precursor bird from L-tyrosine. And my racetrack doors very psycheding. Deciphering maybes I might have been. Aspirating Fibonacci, Vicodin. The piloting Kawasaki ninja thing. I bring to a big to begin. And I go, off script status quo, car twisted. The road, top lip split, explode. Misfit, don't fit. What makes a person? Neurodivergent. Sick for certain.
Neurodivergent.
They told me I was broken. Nothing but a defect in my head. Said that I was hopeless. Just a fucking reject hanging on by a thread. But after all the pills that they got me, it turned me to a zombie. So welcome to the dawn of the dead. In the handicap spot, just to see that doctor. And this is what he said. Yeah, he said I got a touch of autism. Piece of my puzzle is missing. While the attention deficit disorder tunnels my vision. But see, this world's an asylum and shit, we all in the system. And our sanity's the motherfucking cost of admission. You see that glitch in the algorithm, that's me. Don't fit in the crowd, I lift a boundary. Going sick, let it out and flip. They found me with a misfits round, so bitch allow me to show 'em what I came to do. Shut the blinds and keep the noise down, cause it's about time to let them all into a madman's mind. Not well, but hell, I feel fine. Go, off script status quo, got twisted. He top lip split, explode, misfit, don't fit. What makes a person? Neurodivergent. Sick for certain. Neurodivergent. Entirely. Shrinks in psychiatry. Don't mind and sobriety. Whoa, doctors lining up to lie to me. Whoa, speak too much, they try to silence me. Whoa, just a product of society. Whoa, that's fine with me.
One thing about Ren, as well as Chris Webby, right? Those are both two artists who they when they speak, when they talk, they're talking to so many people can feel like they're speaking directly to them. If y'all get what I'm saying, like they're speaking about the people, whereas you got a lot of artists who they speak about the people, like, or to the people. In a way that's arrogant or braggadocious, or in a way that's like, you can't achieve what I achieve. You get what I'm like? When artists like Ren and Chris Webby, um, when they speak, they come from a place that's so personal that millions of people relate. And even the music video, just watching, what I got from that was that's literally the perfect depiction of the world that we live in. This imperfect world. I mean, look at me with my headphones with tape around it, right? Like, imperfect, and crazy. Which there's this quote: "It's crazy to not be crazy," crazy society. One lyric that stood out immediately was when Ren talked about the speaker. See, the law of attraction is real, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second.
Subliminal, out the speaker.
Crazy, I caught it perfectly. Subliminal out the speaker. Kill, kill. Reason I say law of attraction is real, at least in my reality, is because I was just on the phone with my cousin, and if I could, I'm pretty sure, I think I might have been talking about summertime, and all the people that are going to be influenced by summer, by the music, certain music, and it's that gets them on a frequency of like Michael Myers, or Jason. I think, was it Jason with the kill? I think it was Jason, right? And this was like yesterday or 2 days ago. Then Chris Webby, he said something, a verse where he mentioned Dawn of the Dead. And not too long ago on my Instagram, I made a post where I was reacting to like someone seeing this cosplay zombie car. And I was like, I'm happy I got my boat license now, because if it gets to that point, I'm gonna be on them boats like Dawn of the Dead. Remember, that's how they got away from them. So it's like, it's just crazy when when things that you've said recently, you listen to people and they just on that same type of vibe. So I thought that was crazy. But what Ren even talking about subliminal through the speaker, like, he just letting you know. I mean, this is something that I speak about quite frequently. If you've been subscribed to my channel, you know that I've talked about this a lot, about just the programming within music, and you got so many people out here that are killing each other, literally. Just absolutely obliterating each other in the worst way, with all types of revolvers and machine guns, you name it, everything, switches, and we've hit that point in a world where it people are desensitized to violence, um, because they're so used to seeing it. But and then once again, the music. I've seen people go from being pretty much like, I'm never gonna gangbang, like literally telling me that, and then I seen when certain songs like the drill, the drill era was around 2011 when that came out. I literally seen so many people that uh, wasn't about no gang banging, nothing. Said there wasn't one person who said he wasn't going gang bang, and after that he was influenced so much he would listen to it every day. Every day that I would stop at his house, or every time I would stop at his house, he would wake up listening to it. He's on live, or FaceTime. He's listening to the drill music, and then next thing you know, he was gang banging. So and getting high on top of that. So, it just creeps into your subconscious, and that's what's happening to so much people. So for Ren to put that line in there, Ren, he says things that hits deep, right? Like he slips in little things that are just so deep, and a lot of people just really wouldn't catch it if they not on that type of vibe.
I never paid attention either. There's something strange about my demeanor. Don't feel pity for this sick boy. I've been sitting pretty with prescriptions, flipping stimulants and edibles. It's medicine, cerebellum, repairable, tweaking the biochemical, peaking. I feel incredible.
Ren with them words, man. Ren with them words, tweaking the biochemical. Like, and when I say that they relate to millions of people, like, what I mean by that is this is the type of music like that so many people go through this. Like so many people on prescriptions, so many people, especially a lot of like Gen Z coming up now, the ones that didn't really have the childhoods we had and really just grew up in technology and things like that. Like a lot of them have like split personality disorder, bipolar disorders, depression, just so much going on. And this is, and it's not to downplay, because I know a lot of people try to roast people like this, but this will be when you go into a job with, like, when people be like, your coworker music, like this is what you could hear the average person listening to, but not the roast, but to say, because it's so real. Like this is there so many people's reality is what I'm trying to say. Like this is the type of music that's in touch with what's going on in the world, and it reflects not just through their lyrics but through the music video.
Biochemical peaking, I feel incredible. But wait a second, need dopamine. My focus goes towards smoke machine. Precursor birds from L-tyrosine. And my racetrack doors very psycheding. Deciphering maybes, I might have been aspirating. Fibonacci, Vicodin, the piloting, Kawasaki, ninja thing. I bring to begin and I go, off script.
Come on, Ren. See, Ren, he definitely did a good job playing a teacher, because you could study those lyrics. Need to be studied for people that love like lyricism. Those lyrics need to be studied. It's medicine, cerebral, like
parable, tweaking the biochemical peaking. I feel incredible. But wait a second, need dopamine. My focus goes towards smoke machine. Precursor birds from L-tyrosine. And my racetrack doors very psycheding. Deciphering maybes, I might have been aspirating. Fibonacci, Vicodin, the piloting, Kawasaki, ninja thing. I bring to begin and I go, off script, status quo, car twisted, the roll, top lip split, explode, misfit, don't fit. What makes a person? Neurodivergent. Sick for certain.
that scene was crazy. That was crazy right there.
Neurodivergent.
They told me I was broken, nothing but a defect in my head. Said that I was hopeless.
Welcome to America. That line, man, it hits me. Just because like they told me I was broken, like me. Okay, so I'm from New York. I grew up in upstate New York. Lived in New York City for a long time, and a lot of kids that when they come from inner cities like New York City, Philadelphia, like the bigger cities, surrounding cities, when they get into classes that are not where not inner city, kind of like they would always kind of be told get left back. They would get left back, and they would always be told like they got some type of like learning disability and stuff. So it's like once again, what these guys say and what Chris Webby just said relates to millions of people. Like they're rapping in a way that like they're telling people's story. Obviously, there's satire. It's in a comedic way, but it's genius, right? This is why people loved Eminem so much because Eminem he he said a lot of real stuff and in a funny way, but it was dead serious. Like it was so relatable to so many people around the world, and like like I'm the real shady. Like you see him working in a fast food restaurant. Like it's like to put yourself in those positions says, listen, I'm one of you. I like Chris Webby right now. Him mopping. I can for some reason I can picture him being a janitor. Like I can picture Ren being a teacher. Like it just feels authentic and it shows how in touch they are with the people. And just everything they're saying. Like they told me I had a defect. I was hopeless. You know how many kids felt that way in school? One of my favorite movies, top 5 of all time, is The Breakfast Club. Remember when that one guy with the long hair, when that teacher kept, was just kept ragging down on him, just like that's real. That's real stuff that millions of people have been through. And when you hear lyrics like that, it speaks to your spirit. It's not just a quick turn up. It's not just. It's like, dude, I get you. I understand you. I am you. It's like I'm a reflection of you.
Just a fucking reject hanging on by a thread. But after all the pills that they got me, it turned me to a zombie. So welcome to the dawn of the dead. In the handicap spot, just to see that doctor. And this is what he said. Yeah, he said I got a touch of autism. Piece of my puzzle is missing, while the attention deficit disorder tunnels my vision. But see this world.
Nah, this is the reason this is getting to me is because I just know too many people like this, like that literally are on medication and don't even leave the house. I know Gen Zers right now who don't leave the house. That whole 2020 phase, I don't know if that messed them up or just growing up on technology, but they be on pills for all this different stuff and they don't leave the house, don't even get sunlight like that. And they say when you don't get a certain amount of sunlight in a day, you automatically in a certain state of depression. So it's like there's people who not even brushing their teeth, not showering, like they just in the house. Like that's
An asylum and shit, we all in the system. And our sanity's the motherfucking cost of admission. You see that glitch in the algorithm, that's me. Don't fit in the crowd, I lift a boundary. Going sick, let it out and flip. They found me with a misfits round, so bitch allow me to show 'em what I came to do. Shut the blinds and keep the noise down, cause it's about time to let them all into a madman's mind. Not well, but hell, I feel fine. Go whoa, off script state. This whoa, got twisted. He whoa, top lip split. Explode, whoa, misfit, don't fit. What make
wow, guys. Yeah, that summed it up for me. Right there. That's the world we live in. People with those type of habits. Girl was crying in the bathroom. Lust. Even though people do what they do. Everybody, every mammal, and whatever. We do the mating thing, but lust is a big factor out here. Can't lie about that. I even just seen a video of like these girls. They look pretty beautiful, but the guy was like, read this, and they couldn't read. Right? They were like this. Like they were trying to pronounce deity, and they were saying like diet, diet. Like they could. I'm like, wow. But that's not to rag them. That's to, as an American, that's to say that's America's failures. There was this movie. What was it called? It wasn't Spartacus. I think Spartacus is a TV. It was a movie like with this king and trying to think of the names. I forgot, but they like say like uh strength and honor a lot in it. And the king said to his son, right? He says, "Your failures as a man, or your shortcomings as a man, is my failures as a father." And that's how I look at America. Like the shortcomings of the youth is the failures of the nation, right? Of the government, of all the people who passed the laws. Um, it's their failures. The way the system's set up, it's their failures. All the shortcomings of the youth, the conditioning through the music, what be allowed to, and not protecting people the right way. So, man, oh man, shout out to Ren, shout out to Chris Webby, shout out to everybody out there. Just keep your head high. I know it's crazy times out there in the world right now. It's always been crazy times in the world, but right now we are definitely on the brink of some new things. I'll leave it at that. But with that being said, original link in the description. If you enjoyed this reaction, definitely don't hesitate to hit that like, subscribe with that notification bell. Much love, everybody.